Hi. So I was wrong and I'm very sorry about it. I've got to own up to being judgmental and arrogant. Um, this weekend I have an addiction recovery group on Facebook, Recover from Addiction with Stephen Hilton. If you struggle with addiction or you have a family member who struggles with addiction, go and join it. It's really good. There's a lot of people in there who are all in recovery and they're more than willing to help. There's 60,000 of them. If you've got a problem, someone in that group will have been through the same thing and they can help you. There's people with multiple years of recovery. There's people who are just starting their journey, and it's a big supportive group where everyone helps each other to get sober and stay sober. If you like what I'm doing on my YouTube channel, please subscribe. It really helps the channel and really helps me keep going. And so enough of all that. I've got to say sorry. I made a post on Saturday that medication can't keep you long-term sober, and only the 12 steps can do that. And I'm a huge advocate for the 12 steps. They're basically what keeps me sober, what got me sober, and what keeps me sober to this day. So I feel like I was coming from a place of really trying to push the 12 steps, and I realized that now that everyone's journey is different, and I was wrong to say that medication can't be valuable and medically assisted therapy can't be valuable to some people in recovery. And what someone said to me that I talked to who's in the program is that even the big book says consult doctors about outside issues. So I was wrong. I shouldn't have been so black and white thinking about it. It was arrogant for me to think my way was the only way, and I just want to say sorry. And from now on, that group will be inclusive to everyone, medically assisted or not. The only requirement for joining either of my recovery groups, I've also got a small one called RFA 12. The only requirement is a desire to be sober, just like AA meetings. That's going to be my only requirement going forward. I am going to have weekly recovery meetings on the Recover from Addiction with Stephen Hilton channel. I'm setting that up now. I'm working with some very clever people, far cleverer than me, working with some people who are specialists in this area, but I do believe that no one understands an addict like another addict, and that's what I'm trying to do with this group. But I am taking advice from other people about these meetings so that it doesn't become, just one point of view. I think it's going to be really helpful because now people aren't going to meetings, are they? Because it's all virtual. So it's hard to get to meetings. So I wanted to set one up online. So stay tuned for that. We're going to keep it small at the beginning. It's going to be like a beta test because I don't want it to be so many people that it's unmanageable straight away. We've got to work out the kinks first, and I don't want people to be disappointed. So I think it's going to be on Fridays on my Facebook group, Recover from Addiction with Stephen Hilton. And it may be Zoom. I think it's going to be Zoom. So if you're struggling with addiction, follow that group and look out for announcements in the coming week or weeks. So yeah, I was wrong about that. I shouldn't have. My sponsor told me that one of my character defects, when you do the steps, you learn about character defects that you have. And so you write down your life story and then you tell that to someone else. And that other person, because they're not you, they can hear your life story and go, oh, these are things that are tripping you up in life, and therefore these are things that make you use. And I had a lot of character defects, a lot. But one of them was self-esteem. And he said, you struggle with self-esteem. You're either grandiose or you're comatose. So you've either got too much self-esteem or no self-esteem at all. And that I feel like that post came from a grandiose point of view. So it was wrong. It was a character defect speaking. I should have thought before I wrote that post. There are many different ways to recovery. I truly believe, even if you have other things in place helping you to stay sober. I truly believe that the way to get the life beyond your wildest dreams, the way to get the spiritual shift, the way to become a different, more colourful person, someone whose life is more colourful and is through the 12 steps. I feel like I was on medication for years and things were a bit dark still. Even when I wasn't using it was still a bit muted, and I want the colourful life. So I truly believe that 12 steps is where you get the colour and you get that amazing life change. So please investigate the 12 steps. Even if you are on medication, why not? What have you got to lose? You can only get better. It can only make your recovery better. And for me, it was a wonderful thing. So sometimes I'm too gung-ho about the 12 steps because they saved my life twice. So I'm like, this is the only way. You have to do it my way. It's the only way. And it's only because it made such a difference to my life that I'm so passionate about it. I'm like, oh, you've got to do it this way. But then I realized you can't tell people what to do, and you shouldn't tell people what to do. It's arrogant, and it's coming from a character defect place. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do better next time. I'll think about another great thing I should do is I should run my ideas past other people. It's a great thing for addicts to do. I never do that. I should do that. Other people in the program, not necessarily your family members, because you don't want to, drain people by just asking them all with these sort of questions. But when it comes to my sobriety, I need to run my ideas past my sponsor. I need to speak to people in the program. I've got a great support network. I've got a new sponsor who's great. I just started the steps again. That's another reason I was so gung-ho probably. I was like, oh, doing the steps again, it's the only way. I do believe it's the best way to get the spiritual shift. I don't think you can get that from medication. I think medication can be very helpful. And like the big book says, you should always seek medication for outside issues that aren't addiction. But yes, going forward, I'm going to try and run the ideas past people to not offend. I think a lot of people were offended, and I'm sorry about that. I feel bad because I offended a lot of people for no reason, because I now realize it was wrong. So why did I do that? But I'm learning, you're learning. Well, perhaps I don't think I know better than anyone. I know less than most people, I think. And I should keep my mouth shut sometimes about things until I've thought about it, run it past someone else. I'm going to do that in future. I love you guys. I'm posting it again on Thursday. I don't know what to talk about on Thursday. There's a lot of things I want to talk about. What do you want to hear? If you let me know in the comments what you want to hear on Thursday, I'll read them on Tuesday, and I'll make the video on Thursday. Perhaps the comment with the most likes, I'll make a video on it. So comment below what you want me to talk about for Thursday's video. I love you guys. Sorry about that. Bye.